Hello, welcome to episode 44 of the AdoreKnit podcast and my yarn wall in my craft room slash studio slash Tristan's classroom. We are here to talk about yarn today, and I am so excited to share with you what I've been working on, both my knitting and some new stuff that's gone into the shop. So before I forget, on Instagram I am AdoreKnit Steph. On Ravelry, I am Knitting Samurai, and I am getting used to the black background over there. I was one of the late holdouts on the old format of Ravelry, so we'll see how I do. Aphrodite, my cat, is meowing at the door, so maybe I should go let her in. But first, let me tell you that today's show is going to have a new cast on, works in progress, finished objects, new yarn, a shop update, February prize drawing, what I'm reading and watching, and let's go frogging. Also some dream knitting, now that I'm thinking about it. So all that good stuff will be jam-packed into this episode. So let me go get Aphrodite and I'll be right back. Here's my girl. Here's my girl. Yeah, Aphrodite. She's put on a few pounds recently, but she's doing good. She has to take medicine every day, and so there's a lot of treats. But she's into like under a minute, and she's downed her medicine in the pill pockets and her vitamin B, and she's good to go. So I'm glad, because the first few times of giving her medicine was rough for sure. So okay, what's a new cast on? Because you know me, I'm always distracted looking for new things. So, well, what bag do I grab? Okay, so you know I made socks for my dad, and then I thought, well, I could make him another pair. Since I had so much fun knitting a worsted weight sock, I could make him another pair, but use 2 strands of sock yarn and do the Rye Sock pattern from TinCanKnits with that. So this looks incredibly long. The ribbing is making it cinch in and look really long, but it's just barely an inch bigger than what I would normally knit for myself. So his feet aren't that much bigger than mine. So that's my note of where I stopped increasing, I think. Yeah, because it must be off from my ribbing. Yeah, where I stopped increasing. And then that was the last time I knit. So I will show it to you on my new sock blocker. What do you think? So this is a 3D printed sock blocker. I got it from, I wrote it down, Pink Tiger Products on Etsy, and it was $19. So this is a husband whose wife knits, and he makes soap, and he has cute write-up on his shop that since he made her one of these, and then all her friends saw it, and now he makes more sock blockers than he does soap. So there's that. I did get a size large. There is no flexibility. I think like purple is red and medium. Purple is red. No, small is purple and medium is red and large is this color. So no, and they have different patterns, but that's what the large looks like, because that's what I needed to get. So sock number 1 on the go. And he likes about, what, 4 or 5 inch legs, so that should be pretty quick. Tomorrow is father-daughter matinee in my living room. So I should get some work done on this. And he has absolutely no interest in what I'm knitting, so he won't even notice that it's something that's for him. Yeah, so, you know, HBO Max gets the new stuff, and the new version of Justice League has been released, and so we're both like, we gotta watch it quick, because HBO only has them for like 2 weeks. So that is like pressing. That is top of my to-do list for this week. Well, no, record with you, work on splash pad party stuff with mom, and ship, and then that. So I guess that's 4th on my list, but it's scheduled for tomorrow morning. So I think we're going to start at 10:30 because it's a 3-hour movie, and we have to break for the boys' lunch, and then we can finish in the afternoon. So who wants to watch a 4-hour movie? Okay, I feel like I'm really close to you. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I've only had 1 cup of coffee this morning. So this is unusual for me. Okay, so I told you about that. The adult size large is what I'm knitting in the Rye Sock, and I'm using US 5s, and then for the ribbing I'm using 2.5s. So, oh, I should tell you what I'm wearing. You can tell this is going to be a edit heavy episode. That's okay. It happens sometimes. So, oh, it's not centered. Okay, there we go. I am wearing my Adama cowl by Hilary Smith. Nope, Hilary Smith Callis. And I don't wear this very often. I don't know why. It's nice and warm. The yarn is plenty soft. I held 2 yarns double and one of them is an MCN. So it's heavy because it is yarn held double and it's 408 yards. It was knit on size 8s. I don't know. I think I kind of don't like the edging, but I should wear it more. Yeah. All the cowls I pulled out to wear this morning, Steve was like, like I couldn't match myself for some reason. It's been so long since I had to do anything. So that's what I'm wearing. Thumbs up. Whips. So the leftover cowl, here it is. There it goes. I really haven't worked on it, to be honest. In the last 2 weeks, I've been distracted by other things. So, you know, I was working on the baby blanket and I have done a bit more on that. So this is with the baby blanket that I started to talk about. This is Lion Brand Mandala Ombre yarn in the colorway Zen, which is number 217. I'm doing no color management. So what you see is how it comes out of the yarn cake. I'm not messing around with cutting and moving, and I have another project with this that I am doing that, and you'll see it in a minute. But for this, I'm just knitting straight, and whatever stripe comes, it comes. So your eyes are not deceiving you. There is not a big color difference right there between those 2 stripes. So but I think once the whole blanket is done, it'll be a bit more obvious. But I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I am knitting it on size 9s, I want to say. Nope, 8s. And the pattern is the Chevron baby blanket by Espace Tricot, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. So I'm thinking around 30 inches, like 30 by 30 or 28 by 36. I can't remember what the proper baby blanket size is, but I've got a good, what is that? A good 11 inches done. So yeah, it's coming along. Steve and Steve. So this is for Steve's coworker in Canada or New York. I don't know, wherever he is. They're expecting. And so this morning, Steve and Steve were on the phone together at 7:30 working on whatever, a launch or, I don't know, they're in IT. It's boring. I don't listen. So, but I have really enjoyed working on that, which reminded me to pull out this. So I had been working on this, I want to say last spring. Did I write down when no, I didn't. I think it was last spring. So this is the Simple Hug Cardi by the Cozy Knits sisters. Cozy Up Knits, right? Yeah, that's not a great picture of it. Maybe I'll put one on the screen. But it is a short sleeve cardigan. It's meant to be worn rather boxy. No buttons. It does have a ribbing around it, but maybe you remember, I knit it, and this part, I didn't knit it deep enough. My gauge is off from the pattern. And so I had set it aside. All it needed, are you ready, is the ribbing, which I had already started. So it needed the ribbing around the collar and then 4 inches of ribbing on each arm to finish off the sleeves. So I pulled it out and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this done this week and it'll count towards an FO for the month of March. But I didn't. I got this part done. Even though it is knit on size, sorry to keep looking at the notes, but you'd rather I give you the information than guess. It's knit on size 8s and the ribbing is 8s. The body is 9s. 1 by 1 is not a lot of fun. I'm not a big fan of 1 by 1, just that constant. Anyway, so here it is. Here it is so far. I promise this will be done for next time. But, yeah. and maybe it needs a shawl pin. So this is 100% acrylic yarn. It is meant to be just a loose, floppy, open cardigan. I usually, if I'm putting something on, I want it over my chest to keep everything warm. So we'll see if I put something there. But yeah, that was a nice temperature, a nice weight in that. So I'm pretty happy that that is going to be off the needle soon. And the stripe sequence, that was the reason I bought the pattern, because I liked their stripe sequence. And even though I bought a self-striping yarn, that's the color management I was talking about, I wanted to follow their stripe sequence with yarns that had already been put together as these colors match. Someone else already figured that out, so that's what I've been doing there. And that's my butterfly summer bag. It's full to the top with that sweater. I should switch it with my keepo. Okay, I'm just shifting everything that way. Next, slip the books. Okay, so my socks for March are Harry Potter. These are knit with Desert Vista Dye Works yarn, as I knit every month a pair of socks for her knit along. It's never too late to join. Well, it kind of is in like November, December, but anytime before that, you're perfectly welcome to join, or it's a good time to join. So this last month and this month, I've done this in tandem thing where I knit the toe and then I switch from contrasting yarn to the sock yarn, and so then I cast on for another toe, and I've been alternating back and forth. So when I get to the yellow on this, back to the main color ball over here. And I've really enjoyed knitting socks this way. For some reason, a lot of times with these monthly socks, I can feel like the first one's super exciting. Let's see how the stripes are gonna work out, and it's so much fun to work through it. And then the second sock, I kind of fell down on. And I wouldn't say I get second sock syndrome because I always finish it, but it's more of a chore. It's not the pleasure that the first sock was. So doing them at the same time has made it a lot more pleasurable to knit these. So these are, the pattern is, where is it? Slip the Rainbow Socks by Gemma Bage. I'm horrible at pronunciation. And this is the Harry Potter book series. Is the name of the colorway. What knit on size zeros, as I always do, with Harry. Can you see him, my little Harry Potter? I had made some changes to the pattern. So obviously, whether it was toe up or not, I made it toe up. I subbed in my Wendy Johnson heel that I always use. I ended up with 36 stitches on the top of the foot just to have it be a little looser because slipping stitches cinches in the fabric. I knit about an inch into the leg and realized that I wasn't going to be able, like while I could get my foot in at that point, I wasn't going to be able to with the stitch count of, what would that be? 36 and 32 is 68. So I ripped back, and in this purple section where I joined up after the heel, I increased the number up to 40 on each needle, 80 stitches, and that works great. They fit excellent on my leg, my foot and my leg, and they go on no problem. This one I'm into the ribbing. I've tried it on. It goes on easy peasy, so pretty good. I'm not in love with this color. It's a very not me color, and the yellow is not making me like it any more than I would have. I probably should have picked a red or, yeah, something that was more in my color palette. The yellow is really, and the browns are really outside what I typically like, but I am using the logo colorway. I think it's an old logo colorway. It's color blocked, so I think you're gonna see this for a while now, and I'm just gonna work my way through with contrasting toes and heels because they're beautiful colors. They're in a lot of the socks that I choose, so it'll be nice. I am so loving contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. Before last year, I rarely, if ever, did that. And now I am like, every sock must have contrasting. So it is March 30th. I'm going to finish those today so I can get them posted and not be stressing. So next month, what should we cast on? I'm going to do this. It's stuck. as I was saying, Zim the cat, Tristan the son, who's turning 7 soon, have been known to sit here and pull on a thread, on a yarn. I catch them and I'm like, stop it. So Tristan understands a lot more than Zim does. So this is what I blindly picked. I think it's a Sherlock. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. So these scream dad to me because I'm not really a yellow fan. So maybe I'll make him a pair with those. We'll see. All right. I should check with Susan if holding the yarn double for a pair of socks counts. Because the point is to knit with a yarn. It's not about, right? I'm gonna ask because, yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about that. Christmas heels. I have been working on those, but I haven't finished it. So we'll talk about that next time. Sock snake. I'm knitting in the heels, toes, and cuffs on that. Okay, finished object. Woo! That was my excited voice, could you tell? So these bad boys have been, I want to say they were part of October's Pigskin Party Interception project. And see where that is? That's what I had to go, right? Above my little foxy fox. So, and thumbs. So these are the Rainbow Connection. Yep. Fingerless mitts, except you could see I put fingers on them. And I used leftover DVD yarn in Spy Who Loved Me colorway. I have a pair of socks that match. Here's what it looks like comparatively. And I used the, oh, if I hold it this way, that'll be going the same way. And then I used Knit Picks Stroll in the burgundy colorway for the contrasting, for the main color, if you will. So I like them a lot. I did add some extra rows in on the front of it because this is a slip stitch pattern, and I did a better job over here than I did over here because this mitten feels a little wonky. I don't know if I decreased too fast or if it just needs to be blocked. Maybe I've already blocked this one. I don't know. But my perpetual problem of not knitting things long enough. One, my mittens, it's like this running joke. I can never make mittens the same size. That's pretty darn close. If I line up the edges, can you see? So pretty good for me. So yeah, yay, finished object. I have absolutely no notes written down about it. How much yarn it used, but it was fun to knit and easily memorizable. So, and you get this beautiful pattern without a lot of brain work going into it. So those are done just in time for spring. All right, new yarn. I'm gonna have to go pick that up. I will be right back. Forgive the crinkle, I just cut open the bag. We could practically be sponsored by Desert Vista this month. One is going to the drive-in. I have loved that color for a while now. The next one is Rainbows Rule the World. So this is the one based on Biden's inauguration, all the colors the ladies were wearing. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful pastel rainbow. And then this one is the 2020 exclusive colorway, Someday. So is this a self-striping? I think it is. And there's a mini skein to go with it. Cool, very cool. I'll be excited to knit that. And then here's some mini skeins. Did I order them? No, I didn't. So I'm not sure how I got them, but I know I've knit with 2 of them. So this is the Queen's Hat, one of my favorite colorways. This looks like one of the Christmas coffee cups. That's the plaid coffee cup. I don't know about the sparkle in that other one, but those are exciting. And then, so these are the goodies I got for, oh, a glasses case. Nice. That I got for completing the year. That's so nice of Suzanne. I really only, keychain, only expected the skein, not all this extra. So here's her business card. Every skein is dyed to order. It's the like tiniest thing. There is a knock at the door. Yeah. So obviously I enjoyed the knit along. Close the door, please. Obviously I enjoyed the knit along enough that I'm doing it again for 2021. So let's see. The next thing I have, the shop update. So I may or may not put it in. I'm so bad about this. Editing together the shop update can be the reason why the video gets delayed. And I don't really want to delay it past tomorrow to publish this. So unless I get like super motivated to put that video together and do the voiceover, everything, there won't be an update. But if there is, it'll be here. So what's new with us at the shop? First up, this was a customer inspired set. So you know we love our hobbits around here, hobbit holes. Well, she added in some St. Patrick's themed markers and it was a perfect fit. Knit Fast Dye Warm has always been a crowd favorite, and now we have this new Knit Fast Dye Warm. So we're always looking to change it up a little bit, and so we kept the silver rings, which are ever popular, and added in some beautiful purples. So that's the new set there. Time is the perfect time for rainbows. All that rain, you're destined to see some. So here is a new rainbow marker set, as well as a reworked update, if you will, on a popular rainbow. And then we wanted to do something for transgender. So inspired by the flag, we have stand tall, wear a crown, and exhale doubt, inhale confidence. I thought those were fitting. There's been a lot of coffee around here lately as we prep for the coffee countdown to ship out, but here is one for the shop. I love you, a latte. And then look, it's Halloween time. So 13 days of spectacular stitch markers, and this time we're offering the option of adding in a project bag. So here are some ideas of what we've done in the past. You get to choose your marker size or a mixture, and then you choose your level. So you can get just markers, you can get markers in a bag, or you can get the whole enchilada or pumpkin pie in this case, which is goodies, project bag, and stitch markers. So there it is. Oh, and if you order during the month of April, you'll get 30% off. So thanks for watching. I hope you find something you like here. So I am loving my new studio lights and backdrop for shop photos. So I think they're turning out really nicely. If you, I don't know, I'd love to hear your opinion. If you think that, no, the dark wood floors, dark wood paneling is super classy, let me know. Or if you like the white because it kind of jumps out at you, I'd love to hear that as well. So shop update, February prize drawing. So the February prize is from Instagram. It is based on people posting their works in progress that you use the hashtag AdoreKnit. Make sure your stitch marker or progress keeper from us is shown in the photo, and that's an entry. You can enter as many times as you want. And yeah, we always love seeing what you guys knit. So for the month of February, we had 45 entries, and the winner was, drumroll please, number 21, Pebbles Girlcraft. So this is, I think, the second time Brittany has won, and this time she is working on her she's finished them, her Dying Dream socks, and she was using her Patriots Heart progress marker. So love seeing those. So thank you so much for sharing. Okay, I have a note that I don't understand. So, hey, the cozy sweater is back in black. Can't remember if you saw it in black or not. Zim is trying to do a handstand on the register, like baseboard registers. Yeah, I don't understand. So I'm holding a stack of papers of dream knitting I want to share with you. So I think I will put up pictures. Let me move over so there's space. I'll put up pictures of these. But I I got an email this week from a new to me LYS that opened in the last year called Smitten Yarn Co. I think it's in Rochester, New Hampshire, which is half an hour away. And it had a pattern by Pam Powers in it. I've never heard of Pam Powers, but I loved the pattern so much that not only did I buy that one, but I bought 2 others. So I'm not sure which one to knit first. So the first one is, this is the first one that I saw, the ruffled and ruched scarf. And it has this beautiful rose on the front of it, and the finished measurements are 8 inches by 27 inches long. So it's just a little cowl thing that you like pin over to the side. I think it's really cute, right? And it's knit with worsted weight yarn. They all are, which is like, yes. The next one that I absolutely fell in love with is the Chala Infinity Scarf. So not that I want to knit an infinity scarf, but oh my God. I know I printed in black and white. You can't see the beauty. It's like 3 interwoven different stitch pattern sections of scarf that, as someone who loves a good cowl to burrow into, I think this would be just amazing. I have no idea what I'm going to use. It's worsted weight in 3 colors, 180, 210, and 131 yards. So yeah, every 3 skeins of worsted weight, 220, you'll be good to go. But can't wait to knit that one. And then the last one I saw, I don't think I have a really great glamour shot here. I hope Tristan's talking isn't driving me crazy. They are playing Castle Crashers. Yeah, okay. I don't have a good shot. And, oh, yes I do. This, well, it's super teeny tiny. This is the Cowgirl Cowl. So, again, a worsted weight pattern that is knit on, I think I saw 6s and 8s. And this one needs a bit more. This needs about 400 yards. And I don't have 400 yards of worsted. I have more or I have less, right? 1 skein or 5 skeins. And I don't really want to break up a sweater's quantity. So I do have 2 skeins of knit picks. It's a color gradient from like 1 shade of teal down to light to almost white teal. No, dark. It's like does the gray tone. The shading, I'm trying to learn about color work, but it goes from deep teal to whitish teal. And as we know, I love a good teal. See my teal pants? Yeah, so I thought I have 2 skeins of that, so about 800 yards. I have no idea what to do with it. It's a fingering weight. I think it's like stroll gradient. So I'm considering holding that doubled and then going from dark to light down in the cowl. So again, that's the finished size is 25 inches long by 20 inches around. So these are pretty small projects that are good accessories. So I am just full of inspiration. So thank you, Pam Powers and Smitten Yarn Co. And I did order some yarn from her, but it was all worse. No, fingering weight. So, okay, back to regular me. Now, I did mention a trip to the frog pond. So let's go frogging. I was looking for that sweater. That's what it was. So I went in the UFO cupboard over there. It's a filing cabinet that's full of project bands. And I went through a few bags before I found it. And then I thought, oh, there's some things in here that I should really be frogging. So I thought it'd be fun. Let's just take a minute and look at what's in these bags. So first is a Bling Your String bag. And this is the Night Shift. Night Shift? I'm so confident, and then I'm not. No, it's just the shift. So that's the first cowl with slip stitches. I knit 1 and I cast on a second one. I got all of this far. This yarn is gorgeous, right? So basically, I'm not doing, I think the pattern calls for 2 or 3 colors, maybe 4. And I'm doing it all in 1 color, and it's variegated, and the slip stitches, the pattern is beautiful, but I have no desire to finish this. And it's a pretty beefy cowl. Like, I'm gonna say I am a third of the way. And you know, when I pulled this out, I was like, oh yes, frog that. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful. I would love to wear this. So, okay, I have to rethink that. I intended this to be a, yep, frog. So maybe the others are all frog. We'll see. This one, it says on it, stitched by Jessalou. So this is a Valentine's Day bag. Oh yeah, totally. I had started a sweater for Tristan, and you could see I got as far as the bottom ribbing, and then I was done. So, and it's so old that I'm using markers that aren't even my own, because now I only knit with my own. That's not true. I mostly knit with my own. So, frog, there, grabbing some notions back. That's the best part about a frogging session, is you get supplies. So, and I'm always looking for needles and notions. They just disappear on me. Yeah. So this is some really nice fat, what is this? It's not knit picks. Right here. They're discontinued. I don't think it's a yarn company anymore. Mission Falls, 1824 wool, 100% superwash merino. So I think it's something like 80 yards. 85 yards. How good I am for 50 grams. So it should be something, but not this. Not now. So there, we'll get that done. In this bag, another Bling Your String bag. This is her friend's one. She did a pre-order for it. Lucy Duck! I don't understand the pivot stuff. I never have. So maybe I need to rewatch Friends. I don't know what episode it's in where they talk about pivot, but I do love the duck and, what was it? Duck and chicken? And the turkey on her head? Oh, so many good things on that show. Baby sweater. Baby sweater for probably 2 babies ago. I don't even remember what baby I was knitting this for, but the pattern is, I'm using, this is the Mabel pattern, and this is acrylic yarn. You may, if you've been with me a while, you'll know that I went through a machine knit hat cranking phase last January, a year ago this January, and I used up all this yarn that I had, because for a while there I was just buying these cakes like crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna finish this. No, I'm not. I don't want to knit it, even though, I mean, the fun part's done. Nope, I don't want to. I'm taking it off. You're gonna hold me accountable, because see, if we do this right now, I'm pulling it off the needles. I have no choice, and I'm even gonna trash the yarn. I'm not going to try and salvage it. I don't want it. I don't want it taking up space. It's gonna feel good when this is done. So there, it's off the needles. I can't just wrap it up and put it back on. Oh, hey, if you have some of our stitch markers, like this one right here is from the 2019 Christmas Club. If they start to get tarnished, you know, they not looking as beautiful as they once did, you can use toothpaste. Did you know that? It's the baking soda in the toothpaste. Yeah, just rub it on them a little bit, rinse it off, and they will be bright as new. Also works with your jewelry. I have a necklace. I have a necklace that I do that too about once a year, just because it gets tarnished, and that brightens it up and it looks beautiful, and then I smell minty fresh. It's a long necklace. I don't really count. Oh, I think this is from the last time. This is Brown's bag right here. Yep. This is the last time I did. So that was February last year's DVD socks, because it's a Valentine's colorway. That's how I know. I don't have it memorized what month I knit every pair of socks ever, but this is Valentine's Day. I knit LT these socks. Yeah, so these are notions from last time. So let's see. Only 4, 5, 6 measuring tapes. I need to put those away. Okay, the last one that I grabbed out and brought over is, what is this? This is a Fat Squirrel Speaks bag. I don't know what spilled on it, but it went through the washing machine, and I should totally take it over to Mom's and have her press it for me because it is looking a bit worse for wear. But there's a giant project inside. And I probably talked about this before. And the fact that there are no needles on it means that what I need to do is just cake it, because this is a color set. I'm looking if I have the tag in this bag. I do not. I want to say it's Miss Babs. It was a pricey show purchase that I made, mini skein set. I think they were actually, they had to be more than 20 grams because it wouldn't have cost as much as it did. So maybe there were half skeins, 5 half skeins that did this color progression that I thought would make a beautiful lightweight knit tank top. But you're seeing the problem, part of the problem. So, and I didn't really like knitting it, and yeah, it was kind of a mash together of a pattern and my own vision of what I wanted this to look like. It's just a mess. So I need to stand here and cake these up and be done and put them back together in a bag so that I can. I think it was called a Miss Babs Gems. I'm not sure. Something about the C is what I'm remembering. It'll be on my project page as well as in my stash on Ravelry if you're super curious about what colors this was. But yeah, you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 colors. So yeah, it could be a dress. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna frog now. Here we go. This comes together perfectly. When we finish talking, I'm on to my next thing, which will be doing some frogging, right? Yes. Yes. 3 projects. Good. So next month, I will be back the beginning of next month, middle of next month, and I will share with you my progress for March. I can tell you that I think I hit my 1,000 yards. I think I'm going to go over it once those socks are done. So that'll be exciting for me. And what have I been reading and watching? Still reading The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Thank you for the note about, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but I loved reading it. And I sent it to my friend that was the one that pointed me towards this series. I sent it to her. So I'm not sure where she is in the series, but she got your recommendations about, you know, read this outside one so you pick up all the little Easter eggs hidden throughout. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to the last episode and read the comments. So, that's what I've been reading. What have I been? I've been listening to a lot of Dateline podcasts. I know. Guilty pleasure. So I am scheduled for my COVID shot May 1st. Yay! New Hampshire was up to 40-year-olds. They released them yesterday, so I got in. And Steve will get in at the end of the week because he's just a smidge younger than I am. So, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so it's spring. The grass is coming up. Things are coming to life. So am I. My coffee's kicked in. Now it's time to go do some frogging. So I hope you got some knitting done while we chatted, and I hope you get some more knitting done over the next couple weeks until I talk to you again. All right, take care. Bye. I want to see it go. Stop. It's flashing green. Oh! Those must be the backlights.